Hello, everybody. This is Keeping It Real with Dr. Lil. I wanted to get you guys caught up on Ticket TV is doing a overall on the RICO tonight and the latest stuff on what this stuff really breaks down as. I think this is important for a lot of people to look at and pay attention, especially myself and my godson. We have similar things in our case, not maybe as strong, but it definitely has elements of it. But I want to get right into and listen to what he's saying about it and all these different people. He got all this stuff. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can get over here and get this thing moving, y'all. Here we go.
Talking strictly about Cassie and the RICO. Now, let's look at some of the witnesses. In line number 2, witness Dawn. Witness Carrie Morgan. Witness Cassie's mother, Regina Ventura. Those are the 3 witnesses, along with the security guard, that have been interviewed so far as witnesses. Right? Now, let's go to this. RICO acts. The feds must prove a few things. The feds must display, first of all, that there was an organization. So let's go to the allegations of racketeering, which is why we are here tonight. Count 1, racketeering conspiracy. Oh, I don't know what Diddy's being charged with. Okay, we're going to show you, Vladimir. The grand jury charges. Write this down, take a picture. For decades. That means 20-year span. Sean Combs, the defendant, abused. This is what they're accusing him of under the RICO. Everybody keeps talking about, man, why are they talking about the beatings, man? I don't understand this. This is domestic violence, man. It's not domestic violence when you're whipping other people's asses, too. Domestic violence is violence in your home. When you start going out whipping other people's asses, employees' asses, all these other people's asses, that ain't just domestic violence. But let me go ahead and stir fry niggas. Stir fry. Complete cook, nigga. Because this is what I do. I am a cooker. The defendant abused. This is what he's being charged with under the RICO. He abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him. So they didn't say he coerced women. He coerced others around him as well to fulfill one part, his sexual desires, protect his reputation. So they're saying that he did this to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on the employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes. Sex trafficking, that's 1. Forced labor, that's 2. Kidnapping, that's 3. Arson, that's 4. Bribery, that's 5. And obstruction of justice, that's 6. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all the feds have to do is prove 2 acts of RICO. And we're just on Cassie. We ain't even got the victim 2. We ain't got the victim 4. We ain't got the victim 5. And see, here's the crazy part that nobody's thinking about. You can attack Cassie because you know Cassie's name. You will not be able to pull those same stunts on the people who will come under aliases and you don't know their names. Now you will have to go off the evidence of victim 2, victim 4, victim 5, and not a name. That's just another reason why you throw Cassie out there first. Get her out the way. Right? Janine, salute to you, the Cash App, the donation. I appreciate you coming through. $50 donation tonight. She just put the chef pot up there. You already know, cooking. Ain't even no doubt about it. Right? Once again, this brother's asking, where's Lopez at? Sir, these crimes are not in the same time period. You guys have to read the indictment and read dates. Some of these people that y'all talking about are in a whole different time bracket. They're not involved in this indictment. You guys got to remember that some people y'all talking about is from the 90s. They're not in this. Late 90s. They're not in this. You going from around 2004, 2009 and up. Use y'all brains. Y'all keep asking the same questions, and I got answers, baby, because it's all in the paperwork. I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know. Now, let's get to this. RICO acts must prove two. All the feds have to do is prove that Diddy committed 2 of these RICO acts in a 10-year period, time span, and he faces life in prison just for the RICO. Now, this is just Cassie. We still got other victims. So they're not even going to just prove this about Diddy, which they've already done. They're going to stump him in the ground. They're going to make this impossible for him to come up out of this. Now let's keep going, right? So, if you look at the first line, the very top, it says column 1. Underneath column 1, I put all the different things that the feds accused Diddy of in the RICO part of the indictment. Now, what is it to be a RICO ticket? It has to be more than one person in a RICO. A racketeering has to be more than one person, 2 or more people. Who are the 2 or more people? Well, guess what? They've already talked about that in the indictment. See line 3. Who's in line 3, y'all? 2 of Diddy's employees, they've already came and got to flip on him. Mr. David James, right? I want everybody to know this. Mr. David James and Mr. George Capelin. Those were the 2 people so far. That's so far. We early in this that work for Diddy that have flipped. That right there is racketeering right there. Because they're showing you that that's more than one person. And that is an organization. And these 2 guys were employees of Sean Diddy Combs. So that is an organization. Right? All right. Now we've established that these 2 guys work for Diddy and it's an organization. And by the way, what perfect witnesses for the victim, or what perfect witnesses for the prosecution? Why are they perfect for the prosecution? They're perfect because they didn't have no criminal history. You know why? Because if they had a criminal history, Diddy's lawyers would have stumped a mud hole in their ass in court when they went up there. They had nothing on them. They had no criminal history on them. So you couldn't attack their character and say that these were criminals and bad people and you can't trust them. Nope. They had no criminal history. That's why Diddy's lawyers never even touched that. Didn't even touch to it. They had 0 criminal history. So you couldn't attack their character. Notice they couldn't do these guys like they did Cassie. Nope. Can't do it. You know why? Because they didn't know anything about these guys. They didn't know these guys. These guys were on the inside of the program. And you better believe Diddy's lawyers scraped the planet Earth to find dirt on these dudes. Couldn't find a wiffle ball bat. At least on the first one. The second one, when he goes to redirect, we're going to see how he stir-fry them on redirect. Because David James, he gave them that smoke yesterday that they wasn't looking for. Now, since we've established the 2 people that have already been named just with Cassie, and guess what, y'all? There are 4 more witnesses coming tomorrow, including Kid Cudi. Now, and this is all under Cassie's situation. We ain't even left Cassie yet. That's crazy. Now, top line: abuse, threatened, coerced, protect name, protect image, conceal, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, obstruction. Now, all the people that have been named so far in this trial just on the Cassie part, except for the security guard. I didn't put him on this list, but he has been named. He has been in court. He testified first. Who's now a police officer who has a stellar record. And you know he was a stand-up guy because he turned down a bribe from Diddy when Diddy tried to pay him in that hotel. They ain't gonna tell you about that. That's why they had no smoke for him. But let's look at how the feds have already proved the RICO. They only got to prove 2 of these acts. And they get a RICO conviction, and Diddy faces life in prison.
That's a good place to stop, everybody. So in a nutshell, this looks like the RICO downfall for Diddy. And as he already said, it just takes 2 of these things. We also had a RICO in our case from New Jersey involving the judges, because we believe there was 2 or more who did the same exact thing in terms of conspiracy, etc. Nonetheless, I wanted to come to get y'all caught up on this, which is going on, improving the RICO, which is a big, big part of the case. And then pay attention, because you might have to use this for your own case, such as ourselves. Just certain things, even though this is a criminal case, there's elements of it that you can learn from. So this is Keeping It Real with Dr. Lil, and I just wanted to come on to get you guys caught up on the RICO situation involving Diddy, so that you can be more informed and see how this is all playing out. And you might have to use it for yourself one day. You never know. Talk to you soon, Dr. Lily M. Coley.